Steve Palazzolo here from Pro Football Focus, giving you guys the breakdown on the Cleveland Browns New York Jets Thursday night football game using our trusty Premium Stats 2.0. It's all part of your PFF Elite package. It's the only way to properly break down football games. So let's go check it out. It was the Baker Mayfield show, but there's some other guys to take a look at in this game. So if you guys have Premium Stats, you've got your landing page right here. Here's the one game that's in from last night, and let's dig into the summary of the game, starting on the Cleveland Browns offense. As you guys can see, I can sort by the starters, and we've got our 0 to 100 grading. Blue, green, that's the good area. Yellow's about average, and then red's the bad stuff. So let's take a look at the starters. The story of the game, of course, Tyrod Taylor struggling to a 40 grade right here. But then Baker Mayfield comes in, saves the day with an 84.3 grade. Was that the highest on the Browns? Absolutely it was when I sort by the entire grade. Baker Mayfield comes in, makes PFF look good in the process by just making unbelievable throws down the field. Couple mistakes in there. That's why that was an 84.3, but very efficient passer after Tyrod had his struggles. My favorite way to break this whole thing down is by taking a look at Baker Mayfield's passing map. And let's take a look at where he was throwing the ball, where he had success. One of the best things about the PFF system is we take a look at his deep passing. 0 for 1 to the left, 1 for 1 to the right. 85.8 grade here. Why does he have an 84.4 grade when he's 0 for 1 here? Because this was actually the best pass that he threw all night. I broke it down in my Baker Mayfield video because he put it right on Antonio Callaway's hand. So even though it was 0 for 1 in the box score, the drop pass, we give credit to Baker Mayfield. He was efficient in the middle of the field. This is where he tore it up. 4 for 5 for 64, intermediate in between the numbers. 3 for 4 underneath in between the numbers. We see the strong grades there. We can even see the breakdown. No pressure, under pressure, no blitz, when blitzed. Solid grades across the board. When he had no pressure, 89.5 grade. Again, that's what he did at Oklahoma. He was very efficient when you gave him a clean pocket. Baker Mayfield looked great. Of course, we could flip right to Tyrod and see the difference. Tyrod 0 for 3 with a 50 and a 45 grade down the field. 64 grade, 1 for 2 at the intermediate level, and just average underneath. Tyrod had his struggles. We also see the sack totals over here. 3 sacks when he was under pressure. When he was blitzed, they blitzed him 14 out of 18 plays. They attacked Tyrod Taylor, and he was only a 36.5 grade. So when we flip back to Baker Mayfield and we say, hey, look, when he was blitzed, he's an 80.3. That's the way you reverse the Jets' game plan, and that's the story that we can tell here with PFF Premium Stats 2.0. On the other side, though, the other rookie to highlight was Sam Darnold. He was the number 3 quarterback, the number 3 pick, the number 2 quarterback off the board behind Baker Mayfield. Darnold had his struggles. We see the 43.5 grade, and we could check out his passing map as well. If I just slide over here, flip over to the Jets. Let's take a look at Darnold's passing map. We see no matter the situation, had his struggles, even from a clean pocket. We also see there were a lot of passes behind the line of scrimmage. Their go-to pass last night, behind the line of scrimmage, the screen passes, especially on 3rd down, thrown to their wide receivers. 4 for 4 for 55 yards. So out of his 169 passing yards, 55 came on passes just on screens behind the line of scrimmage, in between the numbers there. He had one spectacular throw here. 25-yard pass, 4th quarter, down the stretch, but then it fell apart with a game-ending interception. That's why middle of the field here, he threw late, 29.2 grade. Darnold had an up-and-down game and just looked like a rookie at times. If we go to the defensive side of the ball, we can actually see who played well for the Browns. We saw Joe Schobert with an 88.9 grade, and then the other first-round pick, number 4 overall, Denzel Ward, 90.9, including a 91.4 coverage grade. If you slide over here, you get some of the context, right? Forced a fumble right there. Forced fumble, only targeted 4 times, only gave up 2 catches for 9 yards. Denzel Ward making the Browns look good with that number 4 overall pick. Everybody wanted Bradley Chubb. We said, look, go get that cornerback because he can cover, and that's going to take care of any pass rush woes that you have. Denzel Ward was fantastic last night. And if we go to the other side of the ball, check out that Jets defense. Not a ton of great grades here. We see Avery Williamson solid at 81.6. Steve McClendon made some nice plays up front. But from a run defense standpoint, not great. They give up a little bit to Carlos Hyde, especially in the red zone for a touchdown. And the pass rush, inconsistent when you've got Jamal Adams at safety and Buster Screen at slot corner as your top-graded pass rushers picking up all these pressures. That's just showing, hey, that's the blitz. That was the blitz that was getting to Tyrod. But as far as individual wins, not a whole lot to love right there. So that's the type of stuff you guys can do with premium stats. We'll finish up with looking at Baker Mayfield in that player page. There he is. There's his career so far. 84.3, the #1 quarterback on the PFF draft board. Off to a great start with his career. You guys can play with this as well. Go get your PFF Elite package, Premium Stats 2.0.